Subscribe to Jazzy's Recipes and click on the bell icon for more updates.
Hi everyone, this is Jazla Ismat from Jazzy's Recipes. Today I am bringing you the most favorite recipe. Yes, it's Hopper's recipe, the Apper. Internet is filled with thousands of Hopper's recipes and variations. The secret of perfecting this recipe is the fermentation of the batter. Trust me, this is a foolproof recipe which I have tested many times. Today I am going to do 4 varieties of Hoppers, so let's begin. Take 3 cups of raw rice and rinse a couple of times. Once you rinse the rice, add enough water and soak the rice for 6 hours. After 6 hours, the rice would have got soaked well. Fermentation would be better if you soak for 6 hours. Now drain and then add them to the grinder and grind with 1 cup of thick coconut milk, 1/4 cup of cooked rice, 2 tablespoons of sugar and water. Add water little at a time to make a thick and smooth batter. If your blender is not big, grind it in 2 to 3 batches. Do not grind everything at a time, so have patience and grind it in batches. Make sure that the batter is really ground well. Once you have smooth, thick and flowing batter, pour the batter into a big bowl. Then cover with a cling wrap and keep aside on the countertop to ferment. Fermentation time required is about 12 hours depending on the climate. After 12 hours, this is how a well-fermented batter appears. Sometimes your batter might need a longer time to ferment, so leave it for a few more hours. Proper fermentation of the batter is a must to get the perfect Hoppers. Now add coconut milk as needed. The batter should be thick pouring consistency but thin enough to cover the sides of the pan with an almost transparent coating when the batter is swirled. A little practice will tell you when you have achieved the perfect consistency, and it depends on the absorbency of your rice, which is variable. That is why it is not possible to give an accurate measurement for coconut milk. Before 15 minutes of making the Hoppers, add some salt, 1 teaspoon of cooking soda and mix well. Keep it aside for 15 minutes. Until that, we will see how to season the Hoppers pan. Seasoning your pan means that you are getting it ready to cook in. It basically means you are developing a protective coating inside your pan. To season your pan, heat it up on the stove top until it is smoking hot. Then add a tablespoon of your favorite cooking oil or fat and let it to melt, and making sure to spread it over the bottom and sides of the pan with a cloth, and continue to heat up the pan a bit and let it cool slightly. Repeat this oiling process 2 or 3 more times. Another method, heat some oil in a pan and add an egg yolk. Once it's slightly cooked, scramble the egg and scrub it over the bottom and sides of the pan. Scrub it for around 1 to 2 minutes and wipe out the egg scramble, but do not wash the pan. Now you are good to go. Now let's make 4 varieties of Hoppers. First, let's make the plain one. For that, heat the pan over low heat until very hot. Rub the inside surface with a piece of folded cloth dipped in oil. and pour in a small ladle of the batter. Immediately pick up the pan by handle and tilt the pan so as to spread the batter. Rotate the pan in such a way that the batter spreads all around in a circle. The remaining batter will come to the center. That is why the hoppers is thick in the center and lazy on the outside. Cover the pan and cook on very low heat for about 5 minutes. In between, open the lid and see whether there is sweat and wipe the sweat frequently. If not, the vapor would drop on the hoppers and it will be difficult to remove it from the pan. Lift the lid and have a look. When the upper edges begin to turn to a pale toasty color, the hoppers is ready. While the batter has run down the sides to the center, there will be a little circle of spongy mixture. Now it's ready to remove it from the pan. Now loosen the edges of the hoppers slowly with the help of spatula, and it will come off easily if you lift with your hand. Now let's see how to make egg hoppers. Have a broken egg ready in a cup. Again, rub the inside surface with a piece of cloth dipped in oil. Pour a ladle of the batter. Immediately swirl the pan to spread the batter in a circle. Cover and cook for about 30 seconds and then gently slip the egg into the center of the hoppers. The egg will be cooked by the time the hoppers is cooked. Serve with pepper and salt over the egg. When cooking the hoppers, keep the flame on low and always cook closed. If the flame is too high, the center will not cook, and if the pan is not closed, the hoppers will dry out. Out of the 4 varieties, this hoppers is my favorite, that is jaggery hoppers. So let's begin to make jaggery hoppers. Pour some hoppers batter to a separate bowl. Add some grated jaggery and mix well until jaggery melts fully. If you feel that the jaggery hasn't melted well, you can strain the batter in a strainer. Adjust the amount of jaggery depending on the sweetness. Rub the inside surface with a piece of cloth dipped in oil. Pour a ladle of the batter. Immediately swirl the pan to spread the batter in a circle. Now cover and cook. If you want soft hoppers, remove it before the edges turn crispy. If the hoppers stick to the hoppers pan too much, you can use non-stick pan to make jaggery hoppers. If you want crispy hoppers, cook the hoppers for little more time. And if you want soft hoppers, remove it bit earlier. These are all your personal choices, so make your hoppers according to your likings. Next is milk hoppers. This is my family's favorite hoppers. For this, pour a ladle full of the batter in the center of the pan and holding the handles of the pan, swirl the pan to spread the batter evenly. Cover with the lid and cook for 1 minute. And add 1 to 2 tablespoons of thick coconut milk and sprinkle some grated jaggery in the center of the hoppers and cook for another 1 to 2 minutes till the jaggery completely get melted. Personally, I like my milk hoppers to be soft and white. Mostly the milk hoppers will stick to this type of pan, so better use a non-stick pan to make milk hoppers and jaggery hoppers. I hope that you are inspired and tempted to try today's recipe. And please do let me know by leaving a comment in the comment section if you make them or plan to make them. Don't forget to share and like Jessie's recipes. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe for more recipes. I'll come out with another wonderful recipe. Until then, stay tuned. Thank you for watching.